Frogs often have long legs that are good for hopping, skin that is smooth and moist, and special pads on their toes that help them climb. Toads, on the other hand, are more heavy-set with shorter legs, and usually have drier skin, often with warty-looking bumps. Frogs are more likely to live in or near water than toads. The word, frog, can include both frogs and toads, as some frogs may not live near water and some toads have smooth skin. In general, frogs have protruding eyes, no tail, and strong, webbed hind feet that are adapted for leaping and swimming. They also possess smooth, moist skins. Many are predominantly aquatic, but some live on land, in burrows, or in trees. A number depart from the typical form. Sedge frogs, Hyperilius, for example, are climbing African frogs with adhesive toe discs. The flying frogs, Rhacophorus, are tree-dwelling, Old World rhacophorids. They can glide 12 to 15 meters, 40 to 50 feet, by means of expanded webbing between the fingers and toes, see tree frog. The snout vent length of frogs ranges from 9.8 millimeters, 0.4 inch, in the Brazilian Silophrine didactyla to 30 centimeters, 12 inches, in the West African Conrawa goliath. The male anuran is generally smaller than the female. Although many frogs have poisonous skin glands, these toxins do not usually provide protection from predatory mammals, birds, and snakes. Edible anurans rely on camouflage. Some blend with their backgrounds, while others change colors. Several species have bright colors on their underparts that flash when the frog moves, possibly confusing enemies or serving as a warning of the frog's toxicity. Most frogs eat insects, other small arthropods, or worms, see video. But a number of them also eat other frogs, rodents, and reptiles. The annual breeding of frogs usually takes place in fresh water. In the sexual embrace, amplexus, the male clasps the female from behind and extrudes sperm over the eggs as they are ejected by the female. The eggs, laid in numbers varying from a few hundred to several thousand, depending on the species, then float off in clusters, strings, or sheets and may become attached to the stems of water plants. The eggs of some species sink. The tadpole hatches in a few days to a week or more and metamorphoses into a frog within 2 months to 3 years. During metamorphosis, the lungs develop, limbs appear, the tail is absorbed, and the mouth becomes typically frog-like. In some tropical frogs, the eggs are deposited on land and the young hatch as froglets, rather than tadpoles.